I know, right? It snuck up on me too. Hello, Vinny. How's it going? Lentil, come settle down. Get up there. Come on. Lenny, up here. Come on. You can do it. Go. Doesn't think he can do it. Come on, you can do it. There you go. Good boy. Thank you. That or he just actually wants to scream. And it's not a convenient place to scream. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, I have an essay I want to read today. Not mine. From a book that I finished recently that talks about 9/11 that I thought was really, I don't know, illuminating in like a non-depressing way, if you can believe it. It's weird. But also there's a press conference, FBI press conference happening in 7 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna kind of focus on first. I know, not chess stuff, but it's big news day. Big news day. I'll try and keep the news to a TLDR place, but you know. Let's see. Pull up some stuff. I've been saving tweets today to share with you guys. Just like trying to keep on top of the news, Twitter style, as one does. Oh, here's a fun one. Albania appoints an AI-generated minister to avoid corruption. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama said Thursday he had appointed the world's first AI-generated government minister to oversee public tenders, promising his artificial intelligence would make it corruption-free. Good luck. Godspeed. Enjoy that, Albania. What I really want to talk about is Nepal. Like, we'll get into Nepal in a little bit. Nepal is very interesting. Like there's just so much going on. The world's just very chaotic right now. It's the one. I think this is the one. Yeah, okay. Have you watched One Piece, Vinny? I don't know anything about One Piece, but One Piece flags keep showing up at protests. I guess that's going to be a thing this year for the foreseeable future. This is protest in Marseille, France. Had like an 80,000 person protest today. Popping off. Like everybody's popping off. It's 80,000. Oh, yesterday. Here's some photos from yesterday's protest in France. Yeah, I haven't either. They did a bunch of blockades, like stopped rail and road traffic in protest of austerity measures, which is cool. Good for them. Obviously, most of the news today has been about Charlie Kirk. Here's a 9/11 thing. I'll read real quick. This was from Hunter S. Thompson. It was published the same week, like in 2001. He published this in an ESPN column 1 week after 9/11. Hunter S. Thompson wrote, "We are at war now, according to President Bush, and I take him at his word. He also says this war might last for, quote, a very long time. Generals and military scholars will tell you that 8 or 10 years is actually not such a long time in the span of human history, which is no doubt true. But history also tells us that 10 years of martial law and wartime economy are going to feel like a lifetime to people who are in their 20s today. The poor bastards of what will forever be known as Generation Z are doomed to be the first generation of Americans who will grow up with a lower standard of living than their parents enjoyed. That is extremely heavy news, and it will take a while to sink in. The 22 babies born in New York City while the World Trade Center burned will never know what they missed. The last half of the 20th century will seem like a wild party for rich kids compared to what's coming now. The party's over, folks." Wasn't wrong. He got lambasted for what he said, misbelieved, but he was right. He was fucking right. Let's see who is covering this. CNN, I imagine. CNN Live. Where's your live? Where's your live? That's not your live. That's Fox Live. I don't want that. I can find it here. Live. There we go. The worst people are streaming this. Okay, I'll just do the AP's coverage. That's good enough.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
running about 10 to 15 minutes late. Okay. Well, I'll just talk over them.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Or maybe not.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Running about 10 minutes late. They said they'll give us
I saw there's been a number of videos and photos released of who they think did it today. This one's most notable. So it's this person right here. It's kind of like limping. So this was before the shooting. Like, I guess someone walking towards campus, but this is who they've identified. And then after, I think it's the same camera, but like, yeah, it's like in the field, and then there's gonna be someone. It takes a little while, but there's gonna be someone on pop out on the left there. There'll be a little arrow. I mean, this tells the layman very little, but I guess this is the best they got. They released a couple other screen caps from video. They said they found the gun in the woods. They spent a big chunk of today. What's this? What are you saying? You're just mic checking.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Postman. It's good. It's effective for checking one's microphone. What else? What else did I find today? This was a very strange video from yesterday. This is some... Just know that when I show you this guy went on to, after filming this video, went up to the merch table and took a bunch of blood-splattered merch to go sell on eBay. So, real special character. Very 2025. It's your boy, Elder TikTok.
This is not a drill. There is a gunfire in Utah. Shots fired here in Utah. This is not a joke. Charlie Kirk, Elder TikTok, Mormon Central, Utah. There was a gun that just fired off here at Charlie Kirk. I am not playing with y'all. Hey, make sure you go to church on Sunday. Read the Book of Mormon. This is not a drill. I'm not playing with y'all. Hey, Jesus is Lord. Jesus will protect you. Jesus is your savior, bro. I'm not even lying. Make sure you subscribe to Elder TikTok on Instagram.
Go to church on Sunday and subscribe to my TikTok. Real special character. We've got a real, we're a real sane society where things are cool and good. Let's see, what else did I dig up? This is from the Reuters drone. This is the location, the roof where the assassin was located. It's pretty far. I guess 375 feet or thereabouts between this spot and the tent down there. And it looks like the weapon used was an old bolt-action rifle. It's like a deer hunting rifle, which they just like left in the woods. Let's see. This guy was fired.
Political parties should not matter.
Fired
we all
from
have the
CNN
same goal here.
Yesterday.
I know things can get a little out of hand, and we have elections, and elections have consequences, and that's okay. But we've got to be really careful with how we speak about
No,
our
different
political
guy.
opponents. And you know, when things get out of hand, I think it's up to us to just take a step
He didn't
back
get fired.
and think,
He's
what are the consequences of
not
what he said?
employed by CNN. He's a senator.
Senator, I'm grateful to have the chance to talk to you tonight.
There was another video that I'd found earlier of a guy who looks a lot like him who got fired from CNN or MSNBC. What else I dig up? Oh, okay. There was this guy who was arrested yesterday. He was the first one detained for he was believed to be the shooter. He's not. He was not. It's a little bit funny how it occurred. He didn't do it, but he did yell, "And I'd do it again," which is why they detained him. Because he shouted, "And I'd do it again. Shoot me, shoot me." Which to me just kind of seems like he was trying to give the real shooter cover. But he's someone who is well known to the police department there because he was a bit of a provocateur, was at a lot of events and things, and caused a lot of trouble for the police department. So but yeah, he was released. Didn't actually have anything to do with it. Oh, okay. This was kind of cool. Watch this first. Well, kind of. It's interesting. This guy has been staying in Nepal. He went there to find his inner peace, so to speak, as a vlogger. Things got a little out of hand.
I cannot believe my eyes right now. The whole of Parliament is on fire. People are dancing. None of it is left. Look at it. The whole building is burned through. People holding Nepali flags on top of the fire engines. What the fuck am I witnessing right now?
A wolf to you too. Nepal. This guy has posted a number of videos.
I cannot believe my eyes right now.
Let's see, where's the other one?
Right now.
Not that one. Where was the other one? These are kind of the three stories I'm following right now. This is so...
That's another gunshot. Look at them pushing that over there. More gunshots in the air. Oh shit, he's just put some tear gas.
Now he's in it.
Bollocks.
Hello, Ken.
Fuck, sorry, dude.
We're looking at some Nepal coverage while we wait.
Wow, that fucking really gets in your eyes. Oh, shit, man.
He got tear gassed.
Fucking hell. Yeah. Fuck me, dude. I've never witnessed anything like it there. Chucking the tear gas on the side. My eyes are watering.
How you doing,
You can
Ken?
feel it going up your nose. Jesus. It's over there. The smoke's going off. They're throwing it back here. This way, let's go. That's another gunshot. Look at them pushing that over there. More gunshots in the air. Oh shit, he's just put off some.
Here, I got one more of this guy. We're currently waiting on the press conference to start. Here, yeah. One more. So for those worried that his bike might be burned or stolen, because he's traveling around on a bike, rest assured that he and his bike are safe. The people of Nepal have taken great care to ensure his safety.
You don't know how happy I am to see my baby here. Safe and sound. Nothing's stolen. All good. Yes, sir.
This is for change.
Yeah.
Political change.
I'm good, man.
This is for political change.
Yeah.
Corruption.
No, I'm good, man. I'm gonna ride back. No, I'm okay. I've just had some. Thank you, man.
He's gonna give him some water anyway.
Come from Thailand to here.
6 months.
6 months.
6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where you are planning to go now?
Brother, thank you. Now I'm going back to my hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah, I need to.
How long you will stay here in Kathmandu?
Until
going
this
on,
is
right?
curfew over.
This is Kathmandu.
Yeah, but I think it's over.
Okay, we are distributing water.
Yeah, thank you, man. I've got one.
So I'm from Kathmandu Hiking Group.
Kathmandu Hiking Club.
Hiking Group.
Okay.
We have
Kathmandu
32,000
Hiking Group.
people in our group.
Oh, lovely, man.
Yeah, every month, every week we are going hike around Kathmandu.
Amazing.
And we are doing cleaning campaign.
Yeah.
So nice to
I
talk.
haven't started yet.
Nice to talk to you too, dude.
Can we talk in social media?
Of
or
course,
WhatsApp?
yeah. I don't have internet. Better
What's
you
happening
do.
in Nepal? Oh, so much is happening in Nepal. Ken, Nepal is popping off right now. Well, here's the first video that this guy posted. This is when they burned Parliament. Hold on. Yeah, they burned down the Parliament building in Nepal. And when I say they, I mean the like youth movement. Oh wait, no. The video's gone. Let's see, it's back here. But Nepal's pretty wild. I think it's interesting. It's a popular uprising, a popular revolution. At least it very much appears to be. They're calling themselves the Gen Z. They have been, I mean, they've been doing a lot. They burned down the Hilton. They evacuated and burned down the Hilton. Here's the first video this guy posted. Oh,
I cannot believe my eyes.
it's not showing.
What the fuck am I witnessing right now?
I don't know, I can't see it. That's weird. Player problem, I guess. But here, let me play the first part of this speech. This went viral a couple months ago.
Today I stand here.
Oh, okay, it's all my video. It's all my Twitter video. Why would that be? Why would that be?
Today.
Will Yeah, those are all... Okay, I'm gonna close the browser and reopen it. That might help. Hi, Laney. Oh, not Firefox. But yeah, Nepal has been, this has been happening for a little over a week. We've talked about it a bit. Let's back up. There are a number of, like, let's see how to explain it. Initially, it was described as a protest against, they're getting ready. Okay. It was initially described as a protest against social media bans. The social media bans that apparently occurred because of, like, protests over, they were, the youth were seeing, like, footage of politicians' children living lavish lifestyles, and they weren't happy about it. But it was originally described as a ban, or as a protest on a ban of social media, but they've pivoted since to say that understood as a protest against government corruption. But I mean, it looks a lot like, I mean this favorably in a way, like it looks like Red Army actions in China. Like the youth are, you know, marching the ministers, the politicians out, making them, you know, walk in the water, burning down their houses, just basically punishing the ooh, hold on. There's an error. There's an error. Do you still see me? Might need to start it over again. Might need to restart. Error. YouTube is not responding. Oh, okay. It says it's having some bandwidth issues. It's not stable. We'll see. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm still getting used to what it is that YouTube does when things go a little wonky. Let's see. Oh, lentil. Let's see if this is working. Here's let's see if this works. Nepali youth who are burning down a house, or burning down a government building, rescuing a dog trapped in the building. Happy ending. Happy ending. There's another one. Yeah, here's the first one I was trying to show.
I cannot believe my eyes right now. The whole of Parliament is on fire. People are dancing. None of it is left. Look at it. The whole building is burned through. People holding Nepali flags on top of the fire engines.
A little bit.
fuck am I witnessing right now?
Fuck politician! Fuck Ebioli!
He just
We won! Corruption loot! We won corruption loot! What are you thinking?
so there's that. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Looks like they are live now.
The building where the shooter was chromed out in the top left corner. We'll go ahead and play that video and I'll narrate as we walk through that.
I'll show you more Nepal later.
So
we're gonna watch
here you
this
see
first.
The suspect ran behind that upper building. He's gonna come out on the right. Moves
kicking
to
its
this far
ass.
right corner.
For whatever reason.
As he does, he's gonna climb off the edge.
Oh wow.
And then drop down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions. There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes. Again, we'll replay that again so you can get another view of that. It's important to note his black t-shirt, his black pants, and there is
like Office Space, maybe. Yeah, kind of. Hank, you know, you got something to destroy. Sometimes you just destroy it.
In the stills that are going to follow this, you're going to see a very distinctive T-shirt with an American flag and appears to have an eagle on it. There's also a baseball cap with a triangle on it and a pair of sunglasses. All distinctive, all things that we would ask the public to look for and try to identify if they know someone.
The shirt's not that distinctive.
Who has been seen wearing those items. We're looking for all that information.
People found it available on eBay.
After dropping off the building, he moved around across this grassy area, around the parking lot. We're going to pan to the right.
So this is the FBI press conference.
After he crosses the street, this is where he moves over into the wooded area. This is the video evidence that we utilize to track his movements and to locate that firearm in that wooded area following the discovery of this evidence. Good. You want to go to the stills? So here's the still photographs. I mentioned these have been enhanced. So these are slightly different than what we introduced earlier. Please pay close attention to the t-shirt. Like I said, very distinctive with that American flag and that eagle. The hat with the triangle and the sunglasses. If you'll go to the next picture, please. The backpack as well. All identifying features
Many
that we're hoping the
pockets.
public can help us identify and lead
Popular
us to this
knapsack with
suspect.
many pockets.
Next picture.
Enhanced,
Again,
yeah.
there's a better picture of the hat. With
I saw
that
people
triangle
enhancing
logo
it with
and
Grok
again, the
earlier.
t-shirt, blue jeans, and you get a good look at those Converse tennis shoes as well. We have pushed these out. We'll continue to push these out, and we just ask for the public's cooperation through the public. The tips that have been coming in are what are giving us our next leads and enabling us to continue to further this investigation. We've had great cooperation from the public, and we're continuing to
They're
ask for
offering
those.
$100,000.
Thank you. I'll turn time back over to Governor Cox.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Mason. I want to thank Director Patel and his team. It's great to have them on the ground with us tonight. We've had several briefings, and he's had an opportunity to walk the crime scene.
I thought Patel was going to be talking. I really wanted to see
our local law enforcement
what he would
here.
say.
Again, we have Mike Smith, who is the county sheriff here. We have all of our local chiefs of police that are here as well, all working hand in hand with the state and with the FBI as we move forward with this investigation. Now, just to give you a little more, we will not be taking any questions at this time. We're giving you the latest information we have, being as transparent with everything that we have. But I do want to share a couple things that I think are important. We cannot do our job without the public's help right now. The public has answered our call for action. So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips. I would just note that the FBI hasn't received this many digital media tips from the public since the Boston Marathon bombing. This case also highlights the dedication of our law
Boston
enforcement
Marathon
community.
bombing is an interesting thing to
We have 20
highlight.
federal, state, and local law enforcement partners that are working shoulder to shoulder to find the person who committed this horrific crime. With their support, we've completed nearly 200 interviews. As
An interesting thing to highlight, since like Reddit misidentified the person like in a notable way.
And arrest of the person responsible for the murder of Charlie Kirk. We also continue to implore the public to support this investigation and come forward with any information. We are
the internet's first
this video and new photos will lead to even more tips. We are processing. We have an incredible team, a state and federal team working together to process those tips. We are going out in tandem to interview any potential person of interest.
I have a cold for sure.
Suspects, but we need, again, we need as much help as we can possibly get. Any videos or photos that you might have, the public, should be submitted to our digital media tip line, which is www.fbi.gov/Utah Valley shooting, all lowercase. Again, that is fbi.gov/Utah Valley shooting, all lowercase. You can also provide general tips about the shooting by calling 1-800-CALL-FBI. That's 1-800-CALL-FBI.
I'm sure they're getting lots of those.
Or at tips.fbi.gov. This is, I would just say, this is not just a local matter here in Utah. We have people all over the country that are helping to bring this perpetrator to justice for Charlie Kirk and his family. I'll just add as well that, as was mentioned, there is a lot of forensic evidence that is being processed right now at both the state lab and the and federal labs, federal lab on the East Coast. So we are working in tandem together. I would also just add a word of note for those people who are spending so much time on social media. I think Charlie said it best, that when things get bad, we should put our phones down and spend a little time with our families. There is a tremendous amount of disinformation. We are tracking our team, the state team, and I'm sure the federal team as well. What we're seeing is our adversaries want violence. China, we have bots from Russia, China, all over the world that are trying to instill disinformation and encourage violence. I would encourage you to ignore those, to turn off those streams, and spend a little more time with our families. We desperately need some healing. We'll have more to say about that in the days and weeks to come.
Of course.
More than anything, we are going to catch this person. Last thing I will just say is we've been working with our attorneys, getting everything that we need, affidavits ready, so that we can pursue the death penalty in this case, and that will happen here in the state of Utah. Again, to the public, to those who are grieving, thank you for your prayers. I know we are feeling those prayers. I know the Kirk family is feeling those prayers as well. We pray that God will bless our nation at this very dark time. We can start healing by finding this perpetrator and holding him accountable.
Interesting point about the bots.
Thank you.
And there's definitely a lot of that. Oh, that's Kash Patel. I guess that's it. I guess that's all they're doing. Like, yeah. Are they done? I guess they're done. Like this person said, armchair detective sharing AI-enhanced pics of the Kirk shooter suspect, not knowing that the LLM just makes it up. He's created 4 very different people. These, I mean, they just ran them through LLMs and got very different, or through the generative AI, and got like very different results. Like the shirt's very different every time. And the face. Just, you know, making up a person.
They're not even sure if they're going to release it.
don't know what he was saying. He says you zoomed in and you zoomed out. Let me just have him text you because I apologize. I'm not
Yeah.
wanting to be in the mix of between you and
Definitely crazy. AI enhanced. I saw someone else do this, but in a amusing way. Where'd it go? I like it. Let's see. No. That's unnecessary. One very annoying thing that happened this morning is what is his name? Last name starts with a C. Another right-wing guy released a tip that he'd received that the bullets were engraved with transgender and anti-fascist ideology. It looks like they have it sounds like they have the technology from the old Blade Runner movie. Yeah, enhance or like some like what is it? CSI stuff. So they said that that the bullets were engraved with leftist ideology, and people are now theorizing that it's like marks that are manufacturers' marks, essentially. Like they think that TRN in this case is what they were thinking was maybe trans. Or just like arrows. A lot of bullets have these kind of like markings on them because it's just like it was walked back immediately, though the Wall Street Journal went ahead and posted an article about it. And unfortunately, I think it's going to be like like a lot of the stories that came out of October 7th that were immediately disproven, but once it's been said that, you know, linked to transgender community, like that's just going to become part of the discourse. Well, he was using trans bullets, and then, you know, we're kind of fucked. Yeah, people are being pretty unhinged. Here's Vice President J.D. Vance carrying the casket to Air Force 2. Yeah, I mean they've been looking to pin it on leftists since the moment it happened. Like this guy, no offense, but he was not an elected official. The fact that our flags are flying at half staff through Sunday is a little odd. Very reactionary. And so is all this. It's all pretty strange reactionary stuff. He's a YouTuber. It's like, I mean, that's like if Joe Biden were carrying Hassan Abi's casket, you know? Like, or, yeah, it's... Here's an unhinged collection of TikToks posted over the past 24 hours.
And I will not be silenced. And I will talk until your ears bleed. Okay? I am Charlie.
It's time we rise.
Oh my god.
He thinks he's Katniss. He thinks he's Katniss. He just that was the Mockingjay whistle. R.I.P. Charlie. This is the turning point.
Lace up your fucking combat boots, boys. Let's give the fucking left what they want.
But I mean, to be fair, balanced TMCR, they were kind of doing this over the Cracker Barrel logo last week. So Ohio politicians are sponsoring a resolution honoring the passing of Charlie Kirk. There's a federal move to put up a statue of Charlie Kirk somewhere in DC. Like here's a list of things that Charlie Kirk professed to believe. Gay people should be stoned to death. Most people are scared when they see a black pilot flying a plane. Taylor Swift should reject feminism and submit to her husband. Oh yeah, I showed you guys that clip. I showed that clip on stream. I kind of forgot that was Charlie. No one should be allowed to retire. Leftists should not be allowed to move to red states. British colonialism was what, quote, made the world decent. The guy who assaulted the Pelosi's should be bailed out. Religious freedom should be terminated. Multiple black politicians, quote, stole white people's spots. MLK Jr. was an awful person. Great replacement theory is reality. Hydroxychloroquine cures COVID. Vaccine requirements are medical apartheid. Well, I mean, he was a multimillionaire, so works for him. Gun deaths are acceptable in order to have a Second Amendment. A woman's natural place under their husband's control. Parents should prevent their daughters from taking birth control. George Floyd had it coming. January 6th protesters didn't. 1964 Civil Rights Act was a huge mistake. He encouraged parents to protest mask mandates. Mamdani winning in New York is a travesty because Muslims did 9/11. Muslims only come to America to destabilize Western civilization, and Palestine, quote, doesn't exist, and those who support it are like the KKK. Yeah, that's what this guy believed. But today, you wouldn't know that if you just read Ezra Klein's article about, and like half of the sort of liberal hand-wringing over this. What was Ezra Klein's headline? Charlie Kirk was practicing politics the right way, an opinion piece published today. He said, quote, "You can dislike much of what Kirk believed and still the following statement is true. Kirk was practicing politics in exactly the right way. He was showing up to campuses and talking with anyone who would talk to him. He's one of the era's most effective practitioners of persuasion. When the left thought its hold on the hearts and minds of college students was nearly absolute, Kirk showed up again and again to break it. Slowly, and then all at once, he did." So, you know, Mr. Abundance, Ezra Klein, wants us to... that is a liberal dude, yeah. He said, "Kirk and I were on different sides of most political arguments. We're on the same side of the continued possibility of American politics." It's just like controlled opposition stuff. Like, I mean, it's a crazy take. It's a crazy take. And I don't know, this is what we're dealing with now, is a lot of erasure of, like, because none of these articles, none of these MSNBC segments, etc., will actually talk about him and what he believed. This guy has already been fired.
And I always go back to
for what he said.
Hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt,
and that's the
he was fired for this. He was fired for literally just saying, you know, this guy had believed terrible things. And you can't expect to believe and espouse these things and, like, you know, not have consequences. There will be consequences, yeah. What can you do? MSNBC covering their butts, exactly. But yeah, it's just like people are trying to pretend that he wasn't who he was. And it's not, we like can't allow it. We can't allow that. State Department is threatening visa bans for foreigners who, quote, make light of the Kirk assassination on social media. Like, brain-broken people on the internet are transvestigating the assassin. This person, they're trying to say that this was clearly a woman transitioning to be a man, except someone replied, "Women can't shoot like that." So, you know, it's cool and good, normal stuff. Like someone said, a lot of the news coverage is tiptoeing around Charlie Kirk's own words because they think it makes him look bad, but that's just who he was. That's what he said. It doesn't make murder okay, but you gotta be truthful. Like they're posthumously casting him as a moderate when he very much was not. I think it was AI enhanced, and then obviously They used some MS Paint. So like, here's some things that Kirk did. Quote, a fierce Trump ally, Kirk bragged shortly before January 6th, the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, that Turning Point Action had helped send 80-plus buses full of patriots to D.C. to fight for this president. He later pleaded the Fifth Amendment when questioned by the House Select Committee investigating the attack. Quote, weak people want hyper-sanitized action for the J6 hostages, Kirk said after Trump pardoned or commuted the sentences of every January 6 defendant. Quote, Trump wanted bold action to save people from lawfare tyranny. He delivered. This was all him. A few days after the attack, he asserted that working people who voted for the president were repulsed by what they saw. So, you know, he's just, he will say whatever is convenient. He often talked about the Great Replacement theory. That democratic immigration priorities were focused on diminishing and decreasing white demographics in America. And he's very much held a lot of anti-Semitic beliefs. Okay. Before I move on, I wanted to talk a little bit more about Nepal. I had a couple more videos. There's Nepal police jumping into the river to escape from angry mobs. Chasing the cops into the river. Let's see. This was Nepalese youths carrying the wife of Minister Sarad Singh to safety from her burning house after the minister fled, leaving his paralyzed wife behind. So, you know, that's nice. Here they are sparing tourists. Letting the tourist bus through. I saw another story about a couple that was staying at the Hilton that they burned. Everybody was evacuated from the Hilton, and as they were leaving, like the protesters were apologizing to them, being like, you know, I'm sorry that we had to do it. You know, we had to do what we had to do. I don't see it anymore. But I saved it, but I guess I didn't. Apparently this is part of how it started. Is this this young man's speech went viral. We'll watch the first part of it. It's very powerful.
Today I stand here,
And in English.
with a dream of building a new Nepal, with a fire of hope and passion burning within me. But my heart...
They keep saying it's someone from the left that did it, but what if it was someone from the right? They will probably still say it's someone from the left that did it, even if it's someone from the right. I mean, both of the attempted Trump assassins so far have been registered Republicans, but the young guy who actually took the shot, they always go back to, he donated to a Democratic campaign at some point when he was 13 years old. And so they keep saying, like, that if you make the argument that he was a Republican, they will say, well, he obviously not, because he donated to Code Blue or whatever. So I think they will say whatever is convenient. Because they were saying it was someone from the left, like I said, immediately after it happened. Before Charlie was declared dead, they said it was someone from the left.
It's heavy because his dream seems to be slipping away.
Yeah.
Rise and shines, futures of this upcoming imperial empire. I, Avishkar Raut, the head boy of this everlasting imperial institute, Holy Bell English Secondary School, welcomes you with open arms to our 24th annual program.
So this is like his graduation speech. This is a graduation speech to inspire the youth. But I agree, it's very convenient. And that is... It does make the conspiracy brain pop off, but I mean, they would use... It doesn't matter who it was that was assassinated. They would use any... If it was Rudy Giuliani, they would use that the same way. If it was... and any right-wing figure, they would do the same thing, the same way that they're acting right now. It's all a convenient distraction.
Put myself before you this moment to shed light within your consciousness by piercing the dark nimbus that circles above you. I am present here today to immortalize a monumental change in the course of history. Nepal, our mother, this country gave us birth, nurtured us. But what did it ask in return? Just our honesty, our hard work, our contribution. But what are we doing? We are bounded by the chains of unemployment, fleeing abroad in search of opportunities. We are trapped by the selfish games of political parties. Corruption has woven a web that is extinguishing the light of our futures. Youth, rise! We are the torch bearers of change. If you do not raise our voices, who will? If you do not raise our voices, who will? If you do not build this nation, who will? We are the fire that will burn away the darkness. We are the storm that will sweep away injustice and bring prosperity.
Yeah, this is like a high school senior.
Our ancestors shed their blood.
It's like
to
their
give
graduation
us this nation.
speech.
We cannot sell it. We cannot lose it. We are the fire. We will burn every despair away. Now we must decide. Will we drown in the darkness of despair or rise as the sun of hope? Will we change the fate of this nation, or will we let it remain in shackles? King Birendra once said, "Even if I die, shall my country live on?" All the youths, carry these words in your heart and engrave a monument of change in the course of history. Nepal is ours, and its future is in our hands. Jai Yuva! Jai Nepal!
So that's what's going on in Nepal. The last update that I had from Nepal today was, where is it? Yeah, I wonder who that king was too. Nepal's Gen Z, who overthrew the Nepali government, have chosen their new leader via a poll on a Discord server. The new leader is expected to meet Nepali army chief and form an interim government to hold new elections in Nepal. The winds of change. Let's see. Let me find a picture of that Hilton just because it's very striking. Here. The Hilton in Kathmandu. According to reports on Reddit, protesters evacuated the hotel before burning it. Protesters were angered by the fact that a child of a government official had a majority stake in the Hilton. I kind of wish they would use a non-electronic method for electing their leader. Well, yes. I mean, that would be nice. But they have, you know, they're doing the thing. Please don't use a public Discord for that kind of thing. Well, yeah, I agree. That's generally a bad idea. It might not be that public a Discord. Maybe a sort of word of mouth kind of thing. They're Zoomers, so that's understandable. Yeah. Let's see. What else we got out of Nepal? Oh, wow. Oh, that hotel had only been open for 10 months. Yeah, okay. This was the one that I saw. A reel of like what people were seeing, like what the youth were seeing and protesting. It's like the children of the politicians living, you know, pretty extravagant lifestyles.
To keep me out, I win. There's things I wanna say
compared to the people someone's fan video.
Keep me out, I win. There's things I wanna say.
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see from afar. I would hazard people not to like. We kind of immediately had discussions about. A lot of people keep saying, oh, it's a color revolution. It's a color revolution. It's, you know, some Western entity trying to topple the Nepali government because the Nepali government is aligned with the Chinese government. But it doesn't seem, I mean, it very much seems to be coming from the bottom up. Paul Gen Z. Gen Z protests targeted the elites. So they said basically it was in protest of the Nepo kids. Kind of the overarching message is you have everything because we have nothing. So we're going to take away what you have and we'll all be on the same level and we will start again. Yeah.
If you haven't any coal in the stove and your peas in the winter and you crust in the wind at the face, when you haven't any shoes on your feet and you're coached in a paper and you look 30 pounds underweight, when you go to get a word of advice from the fat little plaster, he will tell you to love evermore. So when hunger comes around, rat-a-tat, at the window.
I don't know what that song is, but
if you haven't any coal in the stove and your peas in the winter and you crust in the wind at the face, when you haven't any shoes,
pretty good bit though.
and you look 30 pounds underweight, when you go to get a word of advice from the fat little plaster, he will tell you to love evermore.
When you go to get a word of advice, hold on, let me see if I can. Oh, it's Liza Minnelli, Joel Grey and Liza Minnelli, Money Money. It's from Cabaret. Song from Cabaret. It's a good song. I like that one. So I keep seeing these videos of Gen Zers like doing civic cleanup. Yeah, like doing cleanup and street painting and like sort of trying to start fresh and have like civic projects. Here's one. Day one of building the nation together. Like doing lots of little civic projects. Maybe that's something we could take inspiration from. I agree. I think it could be. Youth Against Corruption. One of the majority of the banners. Here's the Parliament burning. There is some. There are rumors that some of the destruction of like some of the fires and such were caused by opportunists. Like I think some of the youths involved reject that was part of their movement, that was like people doing things to try and make them look bad. I feel like you always get that regardless of, like, I don't know, I've been to a lot of protests. There are definitely people on the left who believe in burning things down, and there's also people who would never burn things down. It's a different mindset, and so I could understand there being both opinions within the same movement. Let's see. Okay, here's one more. This is the finance minister's mansion. It says Jinzi invaded, energy minister. The energy minister's mansion and met raw cash. They threw the cash on the air for the poor to pick them up, after which they did Justine to the mansion, cash on the air. It's some translation issues there. I'm assuming they burnt down the mansion. I'm pulling the screen away because when I was searching for Nepal earlier, every once in a while when I came through, it was porn. Because, you know, people will take advantage of the virality of a hashtag. Go on, get there. Hi, Indianapolis. See. Oh, here's the finance minister. I saw this one earlier. Actually, wait. Being carried in his underwear. I haven't heard anything about deaths of these ministers. It doesn't appear that they are killing them. It appears that they are humiliating them and burning down their houses. Which, you know. Sometimes you gotta burn things down and build anew. Liza Minnelli. So there's a Liza Minnelli has outlived Twitter account that posts whenever celebrities die, because she's still alive. So there was a Liza Minnelli's outlived Charlie Kirk post this morning. People are funny. Let's see. I have a video I want to show, but I'll wait for a little while. See if we see sign of Eigen this evening. It was it's a 6-minute clip of the interview between, it's another Tucker Carlson one. It's Tucker Carlson interviewing Sam Altman. And it is cinema. It it's hard to describe. It's hard to describe how effectively cinematic it is. But I'll save it for later because I feel like it's gonna be it's something we'll want to share. so I think I might play a chess game in the meantime. There's an essay I want to read from Rebecca Solnit. Or Rebecca Solnit? No. Maybe it was Rebecca. Yeah, Rebecca Solnit. From her book Hope in the Dark. An essay she wrote in 2009. Yes, Tucker interviewed the OpenAI CEO, and it got very contentious. The most contentious bit was him interviewing him about one of his employees, a whistleblower who supposedly killed himself last year. And it is many people are saying that he did not, in fact, kill himself. He went the way of the whistleblower. And so it's Tucker interviewing him about that. This segment in particular. And it's, you know, he does the thing he does. Yeah, I'll save the video for later. But it was specifically about what is his name? Sushir Balaji. If you have any interest in looking into that, it's very spicy. They don't talk much about Sushir. I mean, they talk about his murder. They don't talk much about his other elements. Or like, because he was trying to expose, it was whistleblowing copyright violations, basically. That's my understanding. In a New York Times interview on October 23rd, 2024, he alleged that products like ChatGPT violate United States copyright law because they're trained on the products of business competitors, and because the chatbot's outputs can then imitate and substitute those products. Said that ChatGPT and similar chatbots are ruining the commercial viability of the individuals and organizations who produce the data that the AI systems are trained on. He wrote an essay titled, "When Does Generative AI Qualify for Fair Use?" So Tucker is now making good points about Israel and now AI. What's up with that? I mean, yeah, I know. He's an opportunist. I think that's really all it is. Tucker Carlson is a mercenary. And he's not dumb. So he's doing real journalism, and interspersed in that real journalism is the same old Tucker stuff. I think he is hoping to, I don't know, well, because if you look at any of the media on the right, what you see is chaos and like corruption and a complete absence of is just full of lies. So, you know, what can you do? I mean, he does plenty of that too, but I guess what I've been seeing from him lately is like an attempt to stake an independent foothold in the right-wing media sphere with some like genuine, because you can see which way the wind's blowing, right? Like, I think that's the big thing. And honestly, like that's some of what, so people have been saying since yesterday that well, Charlie Kirk was starting to ask questions, so maybe they had him killed. You know, like that sort of conspiracy rabbit hole. But I think honestly, just Charlie was hedging his bets. And he did an interview with Ben, name fell out of my head, but he did an interview a few days ago where he was like this critical of Israel, but still said, you know, all the same stuff that he's always said, just with the added and so yeah, I think there are people who are hedging because apartheid, genocide is not popular, and there's plenty of people on the right who already didn't like Israel for other reasons, and so I think that's where that's coming from. Yeah, anyway, this is not me saying that I think Tucker Carlson's a good guy who is doing good work. I think he's a bad guy who is doing good work. But credit where credit is due. The fucking mainstream media is so captured, so like cowardly, that we're not seeing any of this from any of them. Their corporate overlords wouldn't allow it. Hell, I saw today, motherfucking Mr. Beast has four lobbyists, like paid lobbyists on his payroll. All these corporations own it all. They own everything. What was it? He had some paid lobbyists who were he just got some deal from North Carolina, I guess, and that's what we think the lobbying was for, was getting this like deal from North Carolina to cover some of his costs of filming if he does it there. Any amount of truth telling is probably a good thing in this insane media world. Yeah, I think so too. And so that's why I will continue to watch. I'll continue to watch Tucker Carlson's stuff, like the bits of the interviews that come across. Because I think he's doing important work. I just will always watch them with a skeptical eye. Yeah, let me find this real quick. Oh, I saved it. Why does Mr. Beast have more registered lobbyists in North Carolina than Airbnb, Tesla, and Meta? Oh, it's 5 lobbyists. Mr. Beast YouTube LLC. Lobbyists. And there's the lobbyists working for him. I think... Can I see the quotes? No. This person just... Let me find the... I just saw them retweet this earlier today. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Asked and answered. So he tweeted this in April of 2024. In September 10th, said, some news today that folks shouldn't ignore. North Carolina has awarded $15 million to the producers of Mr. Beast's game show. This represents nearly half of the grant program's annual budget. Some grant program that they were lobbying for. Yeah, I mean, he's basically a big business, and as I understand it, he's been pretty underwater for a while. So, Beast Games. $15 million to produce their game show in North Carolina. Beast Games. So that's cool. That's cool stuff. We love that. Let's see. Is he still selling burgers? Almost certainly. Mr. Beast Burger's gotta be a thing. Wild world. Let's see. Do I want to play a game? Well, we were already talking about the OpenAI thing. Wait a second. Let's watch this video real quick before we switch gears. I want to watch it again because it is truly it is impressive. Like, I saw someone posted about it. Stanley Kubrick was known for making his actors shoot the same scenes 1,000 times, like over and over and over again, and they said, and even he couldn't get this kind of timing, comedic timing that we're about to see from Altman. Imagine a cyberpunk dystopia where everyone eats Mr. Beast burgers instead of ramen. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. That is what we are headed for, you know. It's sort of an Idiocracy meets Firefly meets, oh, I don't know, any number of dystopias. We've got a lot of them to choose from.
You had complaints from one programmer who said you guys were basically stealing people's stuff and not paying them, and then he wound up murdered. What was that?
What was that?
Also a great tragedy. He committed suicide.
Do you think he committed suicide?
I really do.
Have you looked?
This was like a friend of mine. This is like a guy that, and not a close friend, but this is someone that worked at OpenAI for a very long time. I was really shaken by this tragedy. I spent a lot of time trying to, read everything I could, as I'm sure you and others did too, about what happened. It looks like a suicide to me.
Why does it look like a suicide?
It was a gun he had purchased. It was this is like gruesome to talk about, but I read the whole medical record. Does it not look like one to you?
No, he was definitely murdered, I think. There were signs of a struggle, of course. The surveillance camera, the wires had been cut. He had just ordered takeout food, come back from a vacation with his friends on Catalina Island. No indication at all that he was suicidal, no note, and no behavior. He had just spoken to a family member on the phone, and then he's found dead with blood in multiple rooms. So that's impossible. Seems really obvious he was murdered. Have you talked to the authorities about it?
I have not talked to the authorities about it.
And his mother claims he was murdered on your orders.
Do you believe that?
I'm asking.
I mean, you just said it, so do you believe that?
I think that it is worth looking into, and I don't. I mean, if a guy comes out and accuses your company of committing crimes, I have no idea if that's true or not, of course, and then is found killed, and there are signs of a struggle. I don't think it's worth dismissing it. I don't think we should say, well, he killed himself when there's no evidence that the guy was depressed at all.
Like, imagine sitting down with a billionaire CEO worth looking into. Yeah. Essentially accusing that billionaire of murder And then, you know, yeah, I mean, I think it's worth looking into. Like, just sitting across from a man and saying, I think it's possible you killed that guy, had him killed. Like, that's tough questions. Asking the tough questions. I mean, we're in the post Boeing era. Imagine a world where I'm giving Tucker Carlson props for asking good questions. It seems like sci-fi. It does. You know, I don't feel great about it, but it is what it is. You just sometimes gotta call a spade a spade. A man asks some good questions sometimes, and then goes on to be a complete ghoul about, like, gun rights and stuff. Just
I think, and if he was your friend, I would think you would want to speak to his mom. Or
I did offer. She didn't want to.
So
I wonder why she didn't want to talk to him.
Do you feel that, you know, when people look at that and they're like, you know, it's possible that happened, do you feel that that reflects the worries they have about what's happening here? Like, people are afraid that this is like...
Yeah.
I haven't done too many interviews where I've been accused of, like...
Oh, I'm not accusing you at all. I'm just saying his mother says that. I don't think a fair read of the evidence...
I haven't done too many interviews where I've been accused.
At all. I just don't see that at all. And I also don't understand why the authorities, when there's signs of a struggle and blood in 2 rooms on a suicide, like, how does that actually happen? I don't understand how the authorities could just kind of dismiss that as a suicide. I think it's weird.
It's weird.
You understand how this sounds like an accusation?
Of course. And I mean, I certainly, let me just be clear once again, not accusing you of any wrongdoing, but I think it's worth finding out what happened. And I don't understand why the city of San Francisco has refused to investigate it beyond just calling it a suicide.
I mean, I think they looked into it a couple of times, more than once, if I understand it. I saw and I will totally say, when I first heard about this, it sounded very suspicious to me.
Yes.
And
that is classic.
I know you have been involved in.
Well, his mother reached out
to the case.
I just wish she had a bow tie on.
I don't know anything about it. It's not my world.
She just reached out cold?
She reached out cold.
Wow.
And,
wow.
And I spoke to her at great length, and it scared the crap out of me. The kid was clearly killed by somebody. That was my conclusion, objectively, with no skin in the game.
And you, after reading the latest report?
Yes.
Like, look.
I immediately called a member of Congress from California, Ro Khanna, and said, this is crazy. You got to look into this. And nothing ever happened. And I'm like, what is that?
Again, I think this is, I feel strange and sad debating this and having to defend myself seems totally crazy. And you are a little bit, excuse me, but this was like a wonderful person and a family that is clearly struggling.
Yes.
And I think you can totally take the point that you're just trying to get to the truth of what happened, and I respect that. But I think his memory and his family deserve to be treated with a level of respect and grief that I don't quite feel here.
I'm asking at the behest of his family. So I'm definitely showing them respect. And I'm not accusing you of any involvement in this at all. What I am saying is that the evidence does not suggest suicide, and for the authorities in your city to elide past that and ignore the evidence that any reasonable person would say adds up to a murder, I think is very weird, and it shakes the faith that one has in our system's ability to respond to the facts.
So what I was going to say is, after the first set of information that came out, I was really like, man, this doesn't look like a suicide. I'm confused. This looks like...
Okay, so I'm not being crazy here.
Well, but then after the second thing came out in more detail, I was like, oh, okay.
What changed your mind?
The second report on the way the bullet entered him and the sort of person who had, like, followed the sort of likely path of things through the room. I assume you looked at this too.
Yes, I did.
And what about that didn't change your mind?
It just didn't make any sense to me. Why would the security camera wires be cut? And how did he wind up bleeding in 2 rooms after shooting himself? And why was there a wig in the room that wasn't his? And has there ever been a suicide where there's no indication at all that the person was suicidal who just ordered takeout food? I mean, who orders DoorDash and then shoots himself? I mean, maybe.
And this was in the middle of like an hour-long interview. It does kind of make me want to watch the whole thing sometime. Because well, in part because I fucking hate Sam Altman. I despise OpenAI and the work that they're doing. I think that they are destroying the planet in measurable, visible ways in an effort to do, I don't know, money, in an effort to make money, ultimately, cynically. And it would not surprise me at all if they had someone killed. If someone involved somewhere in the grand scheme had someone killed. I mentioned it earlier, but Boeing, look at Boeing. Look at the Boeing lawsuit and the 3 reported suicides that have occurred from 3 different whistleblowers involved in the Boeing case. We're certainly living in an era of corporate assassinations. That would not surprise me in the slightest. When we talk about how the Soviet Union had oligarchs killing each other, this is kind of like that, except it's not the oligarchs killing each other. It's fucking businesses protecting their bottom line. Oh, you hadn't heard about those? Yeah, 2 of them, as I understand, were right before the people were supposed to testify. Let me pull it up real quick. But yeah, I feel like this is the era we're living in. Boeing whistleblower warned family friend it's not suicide before death. Josh Barnett, a 62-year-old Boeing whistleblower, discovered dead with a gunshot wound in South Carolina Saturday. This was published March 15th, 2024. Had previously told a family friend not to believe what authorities would say if he were found dead, according to local network ABC News 4. This is some William Gibson level sci-fi. Yeah, it is. So that was John Barnett. There were at least 2 others, I thought. Boeing whistleblowers. Boeing's dead whistleblowers. Okay, there were at least 2. Joshua Dean and John Barnett. This was the aftermath of Boeing's recent deal with the government over fraud charges related to 2 fatal 737 MAX crashes. Yeah. Let's see. Where is that video? employees. I think it was a TikTok. I remember seeing, I can't find it right now, but a video that someone took where they went through the Boeing factory and asked a bunch of their fellow employees, would you fly on the Boeing Max? Would you fly on the plane that we're building? And they're like, no, I would not. No, I would not. Like, I see what's happening. I see it falling apart before my eyes, like while we're building it. I would not fly on this. And that was kind of a big thing, has been a big thing. There's been a bunch of Boeing employees who've spoken out. A lot of ex-employees who said, yeah, don't let your family fly on the Boeing Max. And a number of websites that let you buy airplane tickets have, like, responded to requests. So, like, now if you go on like Kayak or whatever, you can filter by the plane model, and that was a request, a feature that was added after all this Boeing news came out, so that people could avoid these specific planes. Are any airlines switching to other manufacturers? I'm not certain. I hope so. But yeah, like that's a fairly new feature on a lot of these sites, so that people can avoid the scary ones. Yikes. Here, let's do some chess. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. All right. Let's see what we get. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it, I guess. Knight. A6. I tapped 2 swamps and cast Nydorf. Yep. There we go. So we might do this, might do that. I won't do this. I remember seeing something about this as a possibility. Like, I don't love it, but I think I like it slightly better than this, and I definitely like it better than that. So I'm gonna do this. I would like to keep the knight off of G4. guess I can go ahead and do this. Maybe... Oh, I could do this now. I'm thinking about trying to castle queenside. Did I do before? No. Joined 2 days ago. Has played 12 games. Let's do this first. This. No, this is coming. I think I should do this first. Just get it out of here. I don't protect that, so I think I have to do this, and then if that, and come here maybe. Where are you gonna go? There. There. Okay. It worked this time. How's the magic going? I should log into Arena sometime and see what I can play, like what I even have access to at this point. It's gonna take it one way or the other. I'd rather. It's kind of unfortunate. Opponent offers a draw. Mono red bling and Pioneer is like maybe 8 rares if you have older cards. Nice, I need to look at Pioneer and the possibilities there. It kind of depends on what playstyle you prefer. I've enjoyed a number of different. My favorite for a little while was the a Drake deck. Really liked this blue-red, red-blue Drake deck. I was also pretty fond of this one zombie deck that I had for a while. I don't remember what it was though. I'd have to look. annoying. Might just do this. And that. Or that. Yeah. Okay. Now there is this. And I've got that. But then he's, well, no, he doesn't have that. Because I've got this. Does that go back there? I want this. Right here. Maybe. Yeah, okay, just do that. And castling. I've made a mess. It's a bit off meta, but I think there's red mid-range dragon deck and standard. Nice. Maybe sometime I'll just log in and pull it up and can take a peek at what I got. I didn't think about that very long. That was probably silly. Made a mess. The collection's a bit limited. I've been following the meta pretty closely. Nice. Yeah, it's been so long since I played, but when I was playing regularly, Hannah was also playing regularly on my account, so it has a lot more than it would otherwise, because it was catering to both of our play styles for a while. But now she has her own account. Oh, I don't want that. Let's get the king out of there. Before I do anything else. I think that. Oof, no, can't do that. That would be bad. I think I need to do that first. Ooh, okay, that won't work. That won't work. I have to defend it a different way. Maybe I do this. Then if that. Because if I do this, this is immediately, yeah, and then I can't do that, so. Damn. What I wanted to do was this, but I can't do that obviously because of all of the terrible things that could happen. So I'm gonna do this. Then you just go there. So much for my safety. So much for my king's safety. Or this. I'm undecided. This feels a little bit safer. A little bit more active. Yeah, I'll do it. Get to B1 just the same. I've made a bit of a mess. I should submit to Lead Chess for the I think I can set up as a YouTube streamer also. I think. I just didn't submit that username before. So I didn't really have any intention of streaming chess on it. Makes sense. There. No. I like to put it there, but that doesn't quite work. If I do this, then the king can still escape to B1. Okay, alright, I gotta stop wasting time. I kind of expect that, now that I've moved the bishop. We'll see. Chess. Indeed. How is it going, CTM? We can cast a spell. did some magic and got another. Things went a little weird though. I wasn't really expecting e5, but I don't know, we'll figure it out after. Let's see what's happening here. Nothing yet. Things went a little haywire. It's not the game I wanted, but it is the game I got. Hello. Hello again, Vinny. Yes, chess. Shit. Now I have a problem. Do I want you to go back? Okay, let's do that. I didn't think very long about that. Can you tell a dad joke? Dogs are napping. Ah, fuck. That's not what I wanted. I go there. You go there. Okay. I think it's okay. Maybe it's not okay. Cover this, and the king will run away. Why do melons have weddings? Why do melons have weddings? Doesn't work here, yeah. No surprise dad jokes here. Because they can't elope. Ooh. Can't get one past can you. Can you can also decipher a dad joke. There. of this. There. What's the worst thing that could happen? $19 seconds. Well, I could. Oh, I've uncovered it. Then I've not covered it. I don't know. Now I'm really running. Damn, it doesn't work. Damn, he got me. Annoying. I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming from an opponent who has played 12 games. Why did the chess master throw up overboard? Because he was seasick? The king was on C6? Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, tis what it is. I made some mistakes. I was trying the castling queenside plan, but I was not prepared. I was not prepared for the castling queenside plan. Yeah, 12 games. Such is life. No, I didn't play G4. I wanted to play G4. I didn't ever have time. I didn't feel like I had time. I was too busy running. I played king to D2. I thought about just this, but that would have unprotected. Oh, no, the pawn would have been protected. Why did I? Oh, because I didn't. Just because I didn't want to have to play king to F2, basically. I didn't want to have to play king to F2. Maybe G4 instead of F4? Maybe. G4, well, I would have needed to prepare it. I don't think I could just play that. But yeah, I think I was too early with F4. I was just feeling very, once this knight was back here, I was kind of claustrophobic. Maybe what I needed to do was play knight to G3 first, so I could work it around or there somewhere. But I needed more space. It was way too cramped. Way too cramped. I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't mind the knight there later. E5 surprised me, so yeah, okay, I needed something better here. Knight to F5. Knight to E2 is good because it's not knight to F3. I mean, basically, yeah. I guess knight to F5 is a possibility. But that just loses. No, it doesn't lose the pawn. Doesn't quite lose the pawn. But it feels weird. Knight D to E2 does get played. Yeah. What's the best plan against E5? Well, there are 3 moves here. Knight to F5, Knight D to E2, and Knight to F3. Feels like black is giving up the light squares with E5. I wish. This knight, or this bishop out here was kind of floating still. I was hoping to bring it back, but I kept not getting a chance. I think knight D to E2 is fine. This is, I guess, more active. Bishop to E6. I like queen to E2 slightly better there. But I guess this could work if the goal is open up the C file. I don't know. I think knight to E2 was fine. I just think I needed to make other better choices. Maybe H3 instead of F4 there. H3 first to keep the bishop off of G4, so I wouldn't have the same problem that I had. I think if I could do it over, I feel like that's what I would play. Because getting this knight in here was just awful, and I could have dealt with it if I'd still had the knight on E2, but he took it with the bishop. God, this cold is so bad. My throat is fucked up. Yeah, but I do think that H3 before F4, because F4 just gave up this pin. H3 might have been an okay prophylaxis. Reasonable, since I am preparing to castle Queenside. It would have been nice to actually get to Castle Queenside. Okay. One more. Yeah, do it. Is he gonna be that guy? Not yet. I kind of like that. But then he just pushes the pawn, and then I don't like it so much. Maybe just c6. I kind of like c6, but it's also pretty slow. So probably just c5 right away. And if that... Castling queenside and the Sicilian is ride or die. Again, you can play g4 in the Sicilian only if you castle queenside or kingside or leave the king in the center. Bob. Yes. Well, I didn't get to castle either side. I tried to hand castle, it didn't work. Didn't look ride or die. I feel like we're using ride or die incorrectly, but I don't know. I feel like someone is your ride or die if they will, it's like it's something you say about a person more so than, maybe not. I could be wrong. Just got it. And if that. It's not such a good idea. E8 might actually be the best. There. Balls to the wall, betting the king. It's more like, a better term would be going all out. Maybe it's more like all in with poker. Yeah. Yeah, I could see those. One, two. Fuck it. Let's get that guy out of there. I'll have less to worry about. This is pretty weird. Mile Road. What about 8 Mile? So that's 3. 3 there.
You can take the moon, gather up the stars and the robins that sing merrily. Put them in a box, tie 'em with a ribbon, throw 'em in the deep blue sea.
Putting chess? What?
Gather up the stars and the robins that
Sometimes I feel like quitting. I still might chess. Quitting the gangsta life. Hold on, I just realized I was not. Why do I put up this fight? Presumably you enjoy chess. Presumably. That would be my presumption. Do you enjoy chess? The top chat thing on YouTube is insanity. It is. It is. There are between 3 and 5 of you. Just make it chronological. The train horn reminded me of the song 8 Mile Road by Eminem. Oh, I see. You can choose between top chat and live chat. It's like a drop down somewhere. I don't know what it looks like for you guys, but I have the drop down. Above chat it says top chat. You can change it to live chat. It's occasionally not chronological, which is, again, bonkers.
You can take the moon, gather up the stars and the robins that sing merrily. Put 'em in a box, tie 'em with a ribbon, throw 'em in the deep blue sea. You can take the moon, gather up the stars and the robins that sing merrily. Put 'em in a box, tie with a ribbon.
There. There. Let's go ahead and send this guy somewhere else. This guy comes here. Let's do this. Don't love it, but I can do it. I could have done that. And that guy was gone. I still can. There, no. Okay, yes. Saw 8 Mile in the theater. I also saw it in the theater. When I wasn't allowed to, I think it was rated R. I had a friend who loved Eminem, and she and I used to go to the movie theater, and she would always want to go see like movies we weren't supposed to see. So we saw 8 Mile and Jackass, the first Jackass. I don't remember what it was we were supposed to be seeing. Ooh, this. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I missed that. How do I protect you? I missed that was unprotected. I guess like that. But now that's available. Yeah. Now that. So pawns being forked. Forking pawns. Guess I'll just have to accept that one. I'll hold on to that one. He does this. I can do this. So this is unprotected. It is protected by the rook. Yeah, the only part of Jackass that I really remember was the paper cuts and the finger webbing, because I had nightmares about that. I've seen 8 Mile a couple times since, you know, on TNT or whatever. It was good. I liked it. Good movie. I'm a bit of a Detroit stan anyway. Hello, Indy. It's a cute face you got. Cute. You better lose yourself. That song on movie, I imagine. Shit. Okay. There. And you've got another central pawn. There. Toot toot. Indeed. With this Muzak, you really get like peak train noise. Maybe I should have just gone there. Activate the king. hoping to get in there. Goes there. I think that makes the most sense. Can't push the pawn. He can't push the pawn. So I could, oof, and like that. shit. Oh, right. Duh. Okay, palm down. Mistakes were made. Dylan is delayed. I'm stuck. Can't stop it. I don't know how to get over there, how to get around this. How do I... Can't. Right there, you take that. Oh, but then I guess I step forward. Pretty bad. It shouldn't be this bad. I shouldn't have let it get this bad, but I did. I needed to get the pawns ahead. I needed to not let the king get all the way over there. I'm not gonna be able to stop this one. Wait, maybe I can get there. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll just win that way. Jeez Louise. Kolmov system. I think I've seen that one. Well, I didn't like that game at all. There were, I guess, towards the beginning I kind of did, but then there were parts of it I did not like. Right. The parts where I gave up my advantage. Weekend games are so tricky. Well, I think the first step is to not give your opponent the... And I mean... I wondered for a second if maybe they had something here, but no. Like, I'm just gonna take them. I'm just gonna take your pawns before you can promote your pawns, and I'll just... I mean, fuck, I'll just get rid of the pawns, let you take these, and I'll win with the king and the rook. But rook v rook endgame is tricky and scary, and yeah. So let's go back to the beginning. I didn't really like when I had the pawns doubled, but I did kind of like getting their pawns stuck on d5. Like, they were piled up on d5 and there was basically no way I could take it pretty much ever. I am enjoying getting some experience with, you go for a draw as white at one point? I'm enjoying getting some experience with, you know, end games by way of letting the queens get traded off. Like, instead of doing rook takes h5, I think it was better for them to keep your king cut off. Oh yeah. Yeah, I felt very isolated with my king cut off. I did not like it. Okay, that does threaten a pawn. Threatens a pawn that's a bit hard to defend. Oh, not that hard. Not that hard. I feel like this could have been worse. A6, I was just trying to keep the knight out of here. Somewhere, oh, right. I gave up a fork here. Knight stuff. Like there, I put the knight there to try and defend that, and yeah, I gave up this pawn. And so I pushed it instead of losing it. Here, I felt like king to f7 made sense. Slightly more sense than... Because, I mean, it would be check. Oh no, it wouldn't be check. It would just threaten my bishop. Oh, it was a fork. Never mind. That's why. That's what I was seeing. I saw that it was a fork of these guys, and so that's why I let him have this one instead, thinking I could win this pawn. Double pawns are okay. Yeah. Okay. I could have pushed it faster. I wasn't really sure how to get it up there. Oh, that's funny. Okay, engine. That's very funny. What's that? What's that about? So now we've dropped this pawn. Oh, I see. I see. That's what that's about. It's trading. A trade. A6 dropped the c5 pawn too soon. Or soon, yeah. Luckily white didn't see and played c3, yeah. Luckily. That would have been nicer. I would have liked that infiltration. Nice. It's cute. Move 27. You saw an easier winning plan. Here's very complicated. After you doubled rooks around move 27 and 28, there's one point you can definitely put c3. Move 27, so this was where you thought I could play c3. I really wasn't sure. Really wasn't sure when c3 was possible. 27 c3. What can they do? c3 to c2 and try to get in rook to b1. Ah, I see. In an ideal world. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Just aggressively pushing c2 so that I can play b1. Rook to b1. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to promote it. I was definitely floundering. That's where my advantage disappeared. I don't see any good move for white to stop c2. Let's see, hold on. So, oh, 23 c3 was best. But here, let's look at 27 c3. No, how do you stop C2? That doesn't do it. Maybe this? With the hopes that I play this so they can play that. Looks like A4 and F4 are about equal as far as the engine's concerned, but but I don't think either of them actually stops it. And that really fucks it. Oh no, right, duh, that would be terrible. Oh. What can white even do? How does white keep it at 2.2? No, all of this is worse. I feel bad. Okay, let me see what the engine says. Turn the lights on. Okay, that one. That's how you keep it 2.4 advantage, I guess. Because now they're not forced to do that. Oh, this would need to be protected. Okay, that makes some sense. Interesting. That's also what I was seeing. Now we can take the pawn. So those are all pretty, I feel like, not terribly obvious ideas. If you move one rook to c1, you get checked, but if you move the other rook to c1, you don't get checked. Oh, right. Oof. Oh, my goodness. Further on the end game, I have another point of interest. Sure. Sure, I think I gotta wrap up soon. We'll finish looking at this game first. What do you want to see? I really didn't like that I let the king get in there. Just Does the robot have a sense of humor? Which robot? Oh, the engine? Perhaps. Oh. I felt like undoubling the pawns here made the most sense, but move 39 trading bishops. Instead, your plan can be to get your king to f5, which is a really strong outpost. Ah, okay. What was I worried about? Yeah, okay, that does seem good. Right, I originally didn't want to go to f5 before I played h5. Until I played h5, I wanted to go there, but... I should have gone there here, yeah. So I was, okay, wait, hold on. Let's see what that looks like. That was best. That's nice. Cutting the king off. I'm getting some trades in. And my king still feels really safe in this line, this engine line. Like, I mean, you can come here, but then I can go here. Yeah, king to f5 would have been nice. So king to g6 is what fucked me. I was curious where my advantage completely fell off the board. Oh, right, because he has this. Yeah, I didn't see that. And when I did see it, I don't know why in my head I was like, oh, I'll just go here. Obviously, I can't do that. I needed to go here, so it was just like that one little, ugh. If I'd just gone there to begin with. Nice. Funny. Now we can take this. Still okay. What's the strongest idea here? Pushing the pawn? Now the king is cut off by the pawns. And I'm blockading this one. And all I can really do is move around it. Maybe don't do rook takes g3. So go here instead. King to e6. So that if he tries that, I can just take the pawn. So he's not going to try that. Yeah, I mean now I feel like he doesn't have any good options. King to e6 immediately keeps king active. Yeah. That makes sense. I was just looking at it like, oh well, okay, a pawn for a pawn, but I needed to not get cut off. Getting trapped is where I ended up. Like in the actual game, getting kind of fucked over. Okay, was there anything else you wanted to look at in this end game? King to g6 makes sense as a point that kind of fucked me. Lost 2 pawns. Barely managed to maintain. Oof. That must have been a mouse slip. He must have been trying to go here. Stockfish, yes. What about stockfish? But yeah. Oh. You too, Indy. Big yawn from Indy. Hi, buddy. Hi, Lenny. I see you too. Gosh. Gosh. Uh-oh. He's got kind of a crazy look in his eyes, guys. Yeah? Hi. Big yawn. My buddies. I have that. Thank you. Thank you, bud. The rest was interesting, but yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, there were mistakes were made. Delighted to have won. Dogs can see you yawn. Yeah. dogs can, it is possible to make your dog yawn, or for your dog to make you yawn. There's some free dog pets. Alright, bud. You're a good boy. Chat missed you last week. There were many indie pets that I wasn't able to redeem. You're a good boy. Rub your belly. Roll over for me. Not by choice. There we go. Lentil, you're way over there, buddy. You're gonna have to come over here. Come over here if you want some pets. Oh, goodness. Why? Oh, big stretch. The boys. Oh, Lenny, you trying to spoon? You're good boys. Dog time, chat. Oh, my goodness. My goodness. Everybody stretch. Uh-oh. 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 Are you spooning? Nice. Cute dogs. And cute dog stuff. I need to do your nails so bad. But I'm not touching them. Not touching them. Message received, buddy. He's got one that's broken and fallen off. But I know better. He will growl at me. I do not wish to be growled at by this guy. Or this guy, for that matter. Dogs. Okay, chat. I should go get some sleep. Late. Friday. It's Friday. Oof. I'm gonna endeavor to feel better tomorrow. I don't particularly feel like riding my bike to the pharmacy. But I will if I have to. I think I have some cold medicine around. I didn't take any today. I probably should have. tired of not being able to breathe very well and with my throat hurting. Okay. Have a good day tomorrow. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the review. Have a good one. Leave the YouTube until likely Tuesday's stream. I think we might do a Discord stream either Saturday or Sunday. I haven't decided yet. I was thinking about possibly doing a movie night. Just like something that we can't watch at all anywhere else. Or a series of things. We'll see. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Either way, I'll still keep doing YouTube likely until Tuesday. Okay, good night. Have a good day tomorrow. I will hopefully see you tomorrow evening. I'll be here. Bye. Good night, Ken. Good night, Vinny. Good night, Lentil. He's out of here.